Meet Vishal Garg, founder and CEO of Better.com since 2014, whose recent behavior can be described as perhaps the worst CEO of 2021. For those of you wondering, Better.com is an American digital mortgage provider who recently got an infusion of $750 million in cash with a $7.7 billion valuation. Companies go through reorganizations, shuffling their workforce often through layoffs, terminating contractors, and reducing full-time headcount. While it is never a great time to fire someone, we get it. Companies go through different stages, face economic downturns and challenges, make bad financial decisions, or products don't pan out. And sometimes they just have to stop the bleeding to live to fight another day, like what Blackberry had to go through. But it is almost an unwritten rule that you try not to do the layoffs right before certain holidays, like Christmas here in North America, if at all possible. And this is exactly what Vishal did, firing some 900 employees right before the Christmas holidays and after the American Thanksgiving. Not only did he not have the courtesy to do it privately, but according to multiple sources of the story, Vishal set up a Zoom call with some 900 workers, and these 900 people were ambushed with a layout announcement that went into effect immediately, leaving 900 families in tough situations, with many of them having to worry about barely getting through Christmas as opposed to gift shopping. In this 2-minute video, you can hear Vishal blaming that the market has changed and that he is laying off about 15% of the company due to changes in market conditions.
Hi everyone, thank you for joining. I come to you with not great news. The market has changed, as you know, and we have to move with it in order to survive, so that hopefully we can continue to thrive and deliver on a mission. This isn't news that you're going to want to hear, but ultimately it was my decision, and I wanted you to hear from me. It's been a really, really challenging decision to make. This is the second time in my career I'm doing this, and I do not want to do this. The last time I did it, I cried. This time I hope to be stronger. But we are laying off about 15% of the company for a number of reasons. The market, efficiency, and performances, and productivity. If you're on this call, you are part of the unlucky group that is being laid off. Your employment here is terminated, effective immediately. What does this mean for what's next? You're going to get an email from HR, askhr@better.com, to your personal email address, your severance, and your benefits. For all U.S. employees, we're providing 4 weeks of severance, 1 month of full benefits, and 2 months of COBRA, for which we will pay the premium. So 3 months total benefits if you elect for COBRA. If you don't get a communication from askhr@better.com before the end of the day, you can email askhr@better.com. Thank you for each and every one of yours individual contributions.
Somehow, Vishal felt it was right to speak from his impersonal standpoint, as opposed to offering any emotional support to those whose families are impacted. If this is all there is to the story, perhaps Vishal will not get so much negative publicity, leading to 3 senior executives quitting the company in protest, including the head of marketing, head of public relations, and vice president of communications. Instead, Vishal did the unthinkable. On Blind, Vishal added insult to injury using what assumed to be his Blind alias. I've seen the original post on Blind, but it appears that the screenshots of the leaked emails have been flagged as inappropriate since then. And this is what the statement reads. You guys know that at least 250 of the people terminated were working on an average of 2 hours a day, while clocking in 8 hours plus a day in the payroll system. They were stealing from you and stealing from our customers who pay the bills, that pay our bills. Get educated. Some suspect that Vishal is on Blind actively with the handle uneducated as his alias. According to other posters that I came across from Blind user Blackberry64, there was reportedly a last-minute all-hands town hall meeting after the layoff announcement at 12:15, which was only announced at 11:50 in the morning. It was threats, it was disparaging comments about the people that were laid off, it was gleeful. He danced on their graves. He told the people that were left that we were being watched. Vishal blamed the recent losses on the people he fired. He said he could have made even more money if he hadn't hired them in the first place. And they just dropped them and told everyone else that we are worthless too. There was no warning. There was no empathy. There were only threats and accusations. I know layoffs happen, but the reason it's getting so much attention is because of how it happened and how it's being non-addressed going forward. We got a weak apology email. The threats were flowing during the all hands, but he cannot even face us and give us a real apology. And also the actual town hall after the layoff was so much worse, according to Blind user, a Form 18, implying the laid off engineers were not hungry enough and didn't want the job badly enough. So there you have it, a textbook example of how not to handle a tough situation like a layoff, and how not to attract unwanted public attention if your company ever has the ambition and aspiration of going public in the near future, and how a CEO should be mindful of his public image even in an anonymous platform like Blind, especially just 1 week ago before the layoff happened. The company was reported to have an injection of $750 million from investors. Thank you for watching. If you find this content interesting, you might also want to check out this and this video here. I will see you in the next one. Peace.